Yo, what's up, people? How y'all doing? It is your boy SJC on the line, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, this video is something that I want to do for quite some time, and it is called Solving This Cube with Only PLL Algorithms. Now, what is PLL, you may ask? It is also called as permuting the last layer. It is the last step in solving 3x3 using CFOP. And well, I'll show you an example of one of the PLL cases. This is called a T-perm, where these both edges are swapped and these both corners as well as are swapped. And there are 21 such cases. Many advanced solvers know all 21 cases. And every scramble will only get one of those 21 cases. Unless you're doing something like 2-look PLL, that's a completely different chapter, that's a completely different topic, and that's not really an advanced method. Now, you may ask, if PLL is used to solve the, move around the last layer pieces, how can you really implement to solve the entire cube using just PLLs? Well, if you use a combination of different PLLs, there are 21 PLLs, so you can just use different combinations. What would the cube look like? So for instance, let's say I did a T-perm right here, which I showed you earlier. And if I move the cube in a different angle and do one of the U-perm cases, move it again, do the U-perm case again, as you can see, pieces are just like, doesn't even look like there's only one layer remaining. This piece is not solved, this piece is not solved, this piece is not solved. So all three layers are messed up. So it's basically using different combinations of PLLs, and that's what we are going to do in this video, trying to solve the cube while using different combinations of PLL. Now, I got this video idea from Z3 Cubing. You should definitely check out this video. The link will be in description. I thought it would be a fun way to challenge my brain and, see a different aspect of this cube that I have not been able to find yet. But yeah, let's start with the scramble. Now, the scramble will be on top of the video so you all can follow along. Pause this video if you need longer time to scramble. And yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is the scramble, and the first thing that I can see is that we have this edge piece already solved for us, and this is just one move away from being solved, while this and this edge pieces, we need to misalign the other two edges to solve them. Now, I think the first thing that I would do is solve this white and green edge piece onto here. That means I have to move these both edge pieces. And I think the best algorithm I can do right now is JPerm. JPerm also switches the corners, but we don't really care about the corners right now. So I can do the JPerm algorithm, and looks like it's solved like we needed. Now, one thing about this challenge is that you're not allowed to use any setup moves. So for instance, if you want to switch this white all the way here, we can't do an L2 and switch these both and L2. That's not allowed. So I think, yeah, the best thing is to do a H-perm that swaps these both, and do an H-perm which switches these both. And yeah, so okay, I did the first H-perm. Now the white and red pieces here, and one more H-perm. Alright, so we have solved 3 edge pieces for white. The last one's right here. I think the best thing that I can do is do a J-perm which switches this to this. Now the piece is right here, and do another J-perm which switches these both, and the piece is right here. I can do an H-perm or U-perm. Let me try a different algorithm. I'll use the U-perm. Alright, so we have solved the cross. Right, so well, in CFOP the next step is F12, but for instance joining these both bars will be difficult. Well, we can join these both bars, but placing them on the correct place will be difficult with just PLL. So what I intend on doing is, you know what? If I'm solving this, I'll bring this here first using something like a T-perm, which switches these both corners. Now this corner's here, and oh wait, I just realized while doing T-perm these both switches too. Hence we have the bar right here. But let me see. I think I'll go for the corner first, then the edge. So I'll do another T-perm which solves these both and places the corner right here, and the edge over here has to go here, and I can do a J-perm. Now we got our first bar. So that we had to solve 3 more bars. Okay, for us this has been already solved, which is lucky, and I just need to bring this corner here. Well, I can do a Y-perm. Yeah, I think Y-perm will be the best one right here. Right, I solved the second bar. Well, first bar here, second one's here. These both remaining. Now I think I'll do the same thing that I did for the previous case, the first bar, where I switch these both and switch these both. Alright, I can do a T-perm again, and oh wait, I just realized that doesn't work out. I mean, how could I not have seen that mistake? Actually, you know what, let me solve this first, because this seems to be in the correct position. Well, I can not do a T-perm and do a, well, I just need to switch these 3 like this, so I can do an A-perm in fact. Oh my bad, it was the wrong A-perm. Right, the piece is solved, the corner piece is solved, and well, I can switch these both and turn over here and switch these both. So what I mean by that is, when I switch these both using J-perm, I can turn the cube around here and switch these both. Just the last piece remaining. You know what? Wait. Okay, yeah, I can do it. I can still do it. If I do it from this angle, I can switch these both. Actually, these 3. I can't just switch corners. That's not a case in CFOP or in a cube generally, but yeah, so I can do another A-perm. Right, I solved this piece. Now I just need to solve the edge. I can move this over here, and then switch these both using the inverse J-perm. I don't know which one's A and B. I don't know which one's A J-perm and B J-perm, but one of them. And it looks like we have solved F12. Right, now for OLL. I just realized you can't possibly flip the piece in an F12 using an F12 algorithm. So how are you supposed to? Well, I think what I can do is I can take an F12 edge out, switch one of the yellow pieces onto that F12 edge, and somehow make it a good edge. Well, let me just mess around with the cube and try, well, using a J-perm here. Switches these both. Well, let me, okay, my PLL I'll be splitting into different parts. The first part is trying to make all those, well, I think there were 2 bad edges into good edges. I think, what if that won't work? Oh, okay, I'll switch these both edges using another J-perm. Switch these both edges using a J-perm. And, well, yeah, I think I can do it. Switch these both edges using a J-perm. And yeah, I think, yeah, I solved all these 4 edges. I oriented them. Next is to solve a corner. That won't work. Just trying to think of different possibilities. And the only way would be, I wish I could use PLLs right now. That would be a piece of cake, but I guess I don't need PLLs allowed.
A few minutes later.
Now I started messing around with this cube. I don't know how I got to solve one of the corners. I just kept using different algorithms and somehow it got solved. But I still need to solve these both corners. How do I do that? The only algorithm that's coming in my mind is APERM, which switch around these corners. But well, what if I do another APERM and let me try this. Like this will work. Well, if I do a T-perm, it solves corners. Let me just solve corners and then the edges swap around. Oh, that's my pretty much my goal now. Or what if I got this other? I never knew last layer would get this difficult. Only if I could use set of moves, that would be way easier. Let me try switching these 3 and maybe I'll... Honestly, by this point, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, my bad, wrong algorithm. I'm not even concentrating. Okay, so I did more. I was just messing up with the cube and by now I don't even know where I reached. But I think something like this could work. Maybe not if I do a J-perm that switches these both corners. Then what if I switch these both corners using a white one? The corner is oriented in the right place. And what if I switch these both corners? Oh wait, that might actually work. Alright, so I'll actually let me do a J-perm. Alright, so guys, the final progress that I made is well, I was oriented the corners. 4 corners here, 4 corners here. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you guys is no AUFs allowed. So for instance, if the last step is misaligned by a U-turn, I'm not allowed to do that U-turn. I have to keep doing PLLs until the PLL solves the U-turn. Yeah, so well, I guess that's not allowed. Well, it should be pretty simple from here, right? Or I just have to move around the edges. What if I do an edge perm here and do, well, move on these 3 using a U perm? This piece is solved. Right, so what I can do here is, well, let me solve this over. I can make it an U perm and we'll solve this here. We'll just do away the white and orange piece. Yeah, so U perm will work. That solves pretty much. Solve this. Let me try next one. Right. Let me try something the flow now. No, actually, I don't have it. So that's what I know what I'm doing. Maybe this here. I just doing the entire bit. That would be really helpful. But alright, so I came to this stage, I was just messing around with the cube, and well, okay, so I got this idea while I was messing around with the cube, and it's that you can't do a setup move because that's not allowed. What if you do a setup PLL, like a JPERM? And I mean, the only rule is to solve using only PLLs, and you're doing a setup JPERM, you are technically doing only PLLs. So hold on, wait, I didn't notice this before. I can solve these three using a UPerm. Right, okay, how come I didn't notice that before? But let me just solve these two corners. If I switch these both, yeah, these two corners are now solved. Wait, okay, now that I started recording, I started noticing a lot more that I didn't notice. I can solve this here using another UPerm. Okay, right, so this is what I was talking about the step that I think I can use. Well, if I think if I switch these both pieces, then that won't work. That won't work if I switch these both pieces and switch these both, then this will be flipped. This is not what I want. Well, okay, so maybe if I switch, what if I switch these both? Right, okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. This one, I'm just doing a couple of A-perms, U-perm, not A-perm, J-perm, U-perm. I'm trying to switch around these pieces. Maybe, what if I do an H-perm? And okay, so these three pieces left. How do I solve it? Is the question. Hold on, yeah. From here, maybe I can try the thing I told you earlier, the setup. What if I do a J-perm which switches these both edges? Might switch the corner also. Alright, the edges here, and then I can switch around these edges. Will that work? It should work. I can switch around these edges, so this has to come here, here. I think this might actually work. And the last J-perm, I finally solved it. Wow, that took so long. I never expected this to take so long. Most cubers make it seem so simple. But yeah, so I hope you guys have solved yours using a different method. And well, if it's faster than mine, just let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, I finally solved it. I've been wrapping my head around this for a long time now. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy this. It took me a long time to, well, figure how to solve this using just PLL. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. I'm planning to do this, well, 3 days per week. That's my schedule. If you want to get more videos, don't forget to turn on the notifications. I think I said that twice, but yeah, just don't forget. And yeah, it's your boy SJC signing out. Peace.